Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. On first down, Jacob Eason will set up the screen to Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 41 yards on the ground.
At the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to Taylor on first down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Second down, here's Eason. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down. Eason, this will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Sam Cook on to punt.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Taylor, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
On the 2nd down, on target. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Flush to his right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
2nd down and 3. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
The give to Taylor. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Eason to throw. Campbell making the catch. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Eason sets to throw it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's another Colts 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Down at the 2-yard.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
The kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Dobbins. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going. And really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
His pass.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
13 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. On 1st down, Dobbins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him, it should open up things for you.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Dobbins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Three yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
At the 5-yard line.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here. A very eventful Divisional Round Weekend. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
6-yard line.
First and 10, Eason. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun is Eason. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Eason. Incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. They're going deep downfield for Boykin. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Miles Boykin, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. DeForest Buckner. He's the culprit. Causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Take it on the midfield logo. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run. Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Now Dobbins. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
The score, Colts 17, Ravens 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Eason. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Throwing again. Eason. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First and 10, Taylor now. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Taylor, the ball
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
9-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
The play brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Colts 24. Ravens 14.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
He was taken down by DeForest Buckner. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 65 yards. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score.
25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
35-yard line.
To Taylor on first down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Eason on 2nd down. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a give to Taylor. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run once more with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake in the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Down and 2.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we're there, wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space. But there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. They'll try to run with Hines. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines taking it in. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. They'll try and run. Taylor. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
7 yards.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
The 32-yard line.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Raven ball carrier.
Yeah, that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
2 yards on the pickup.
Throwing now is Jackson.
At the 41-yard line.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
They'll look to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all. And now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. And he's in for the touchdown, and barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. A very important extra point there, up and good, and that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Calais Campbell in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they know what it lies, do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. He's right here just to catch my cub. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?